Hello, are you an attorney who's been told you need to be creating more content for your law firm marketing so you can promote your law firm online through social media or maybe YouTube with videos? Well, if you stick with me today, I'm going to show you a method using the 4 C's that will show you exactly what content you need to be creating and how you need to be using that content to actually turn them into the most important C, which is clients. You need to use your content to get you more clients. That's the purpose of everything, isn't it? Well, I'm Richard Martindale. I'm the CEO and founder of Martindale Digital. I'm actually a practicing attorney, and I've also been involved in digital marketing for over 10 years. So I started Martindale Digital in order to teach attorneys and law firms how to market their law firms online. Digital marketing is changing all the time, so you need to have a good resource as an attorney and law firm that you can trust. And as a practicing attorney, I know the rules that attorneys need to be following, and I want to show them the right way to do digital marketing for your law firm. Well, let's jump back into these 4 C's that will get you more clients. Now, the first C, obviously, is what I started with, is content. You've got to create content in order to market your law firm. Now, when you think about it from a digital marketing standpoint, maybe you've been told to post on Facebook or use Twitter, or maybe you've been encouraged to create videos or articles and blogs. There are so many different avenues, but you've got to be creating some sort of content either on a one-time basis that you really just sit down and create a bunch of pieces of content, but more likely with attorneys, we're creating content all the time as far as writing briefs and doing work for our clients. So you can need to create some pointed content for your law firm to market your law firm online. Now, whether that content is articles or videos, that really depend on your practice, your personality type, but you've got to be creating that content to take a person who may be just a prospect, and maybe they're a cold prospect, they don't know anything about you or your law firm. And you've got to warm them up over time to get them to the point where they're ready to hire you. If you joined me on the broadcast yesterday, we talked about that buyer readiness scale, where you're moving someone from a cold prospect to a warm or a hot prospect who is ready to hire you. But the first step in that process is creating content that's going to attract your ideal client. So maybe 7 things that are, an ebook with 7 things that are pertinent to your practice, or maybe a checklist of things that people need to be doing if they're creating a corporation. There are lots of different things that you can be doing, but you need to be thinking about the content that you're creating. So that's the first C, is content. Then once you've created that content, you need to use it to actually get leads for your law firm that you can follow up with. So the second C is capture. I always tell attorneys and law firms, don't put anything out there just for free. Or if you are putting it out there for free, at least make somebody give them maybe your name, or give you their name, email, phone number, whatever you're going to use to follow up with them. So you've got to capture that information. So if you've got white papers on your law firm website right now, think about putting those behind a gate, so to speak, where at least you're capturing somebody's name and email address if they download your white paper. Or if you've got a video, put links in your video that are going to landing pages where you're giving them additional information, but you're asking them to just give you your email or phone number in exchange for that information. So in effect, you're giving them free value through your content and this information that you're creating, but you're requiring them to at least reciprocate and give you something like their contact information, so that you can then go into the third C, which is caress. So you want to caress these people. If they're a cold prospect and maybe they go to your landing page and they download an ebook or an article that you've written about something that they're interested in, then you know that they're interested in a topic that you work in. So now you want to caress that lead, and basically through email marketing or text messaging or whatever systems that you're using for follow-up, you are caressing these leads in order to give them more information about you through maybe an email every week that's going out to them, or maybe you have an email newsletter that you're sending them more information about what's going on with your law firm. But in this third C, you're basically taking somebody that was a cold prospect. You warmed them up a little bit in the second C by giving them some information and capturing their data and their contact information. And then you're warming them up by giving them a little bit more information by, telling them about your firm, sending them emails, and that is going to caress and warm them up so that when they need you as an attorney, you're going to be the one that's the top of mind and they're going to want to hire you, which leads to the fourth C, which is convert. So you put out content, you capture their information by giving them content, you caress the lead as they go along, and then you convert them into that fifth and vital C, which is they become your client. So think about this from the standpoint of when you're creating content, don't just go out there and create an article that has no purpose or a video that has no real purpose. You've got to think of these 4 C's and follow that process so that when you do put out a piece of content, it's got a pointed purpose behind it that is going to put somebody that is hopefully in your ideal client spectrum, so you know who you're talking to from an audience standpoint when you're creating this content, and then you're attracting these ideal clients in through the 4C process to get them in to ultimately become your client. Isn't that the purpose of why we're doing any marketing for our law firm? We're not just out there to, put ourselves out on video so we can see ourselves and make ourselves, look good. You have to have a purpose behind the content, whether it's, like I said, videos or social media posts or articles. Think about the standpoint of the 4 C's and follow that process to get more clients. Now, if you have no idea who your ideal client is and you haven't really sat down to think about it, I'm going to put a link up on this video to a resource that we've created. It's www.martdig.com/ideal client. If you go to that URL, there's a resource there. As we just said, in this 4C process, you'll enter your email address. You can download the resource and walk through those questions that are in there to get a real sense and a clear picture of who your ideal client is, because that's going to help you when you're creating content. You're thinking about the problems that those clients might be facing. You're thinking about the issues and the questions that they would be asking. You're thinking about their interests. That's going to drive your content creation and ultimately warm those leads up into becoming clients. So remember the 4 C's, follow the process, and create content that's going to turn into clients. That's all we have for you today. I hope you have a great weekend. We're actually going to be off tomorrow, so we won't be live at 5. Tomorrow's Friday, July 3rd. I hope y'all have a blessed, happy 4th of July weekend. Enjoy some fireworks if they're shooting them off anywhere. There's not a lot of big gatherings going on these days, but enjoy some time off. Think about how you're doing your law firm marketing. And if you need help, give us a call here at Martindale Digital or find our website. We'll connect with you and we'll help you as an attorney and law firm to get more of those clients and implement this 4C process. Thanks so much. Hope you have a blessed weekend.